Apparently, you can't even be safe while spending a night at the ballpark. Two women were shot last night during a White Sox game in Chicago. Police now investigating if the shots came from inside or outside the ballpark. Joining us now to discuss all the crime that is plaguing America, really, is a retired U.S. military intelligence officer assigned to the FBI and Joint Terrorism Task Force, Steve Rogers. Also with us, former Milwaukee sheriff and Newsmax contributor, David Clarke. I'll start off with you, Steve. I want you to take a look at this. We talked about this, actually, I believe last night. Flash mob robberies. They're now all the rage, specifically in America's blue cities, in Sherman Oaks, California. A flash mob ransacked Macy's department store, and that's not all. Take a look at this video. That's a Nordstrom's in Los Angeles. And you know what? They usually get about $100,000 worth of merchandise. And now the LAPD, it's trying to do something about it, creating a task force with the sole purpose of combating retail crime. I did read that they managed to arrest 11 people, but what's the point if the DA's not going to prosecute?
Lydia, you're right. Look, these criminals have no fear of the police, no fear of a task force, no fear of consequences, no fear of accountability. Why? Because the individuals who have conditioned them to believe that they're going to get away with these crimes are the politicians. And you just mentioned something very significant earlier. In these blue cities and these blue states have allowed these criminals to get away with committing these crimes via the DAs with regard to bail reform, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people, they're professionals at it. They have like 20, 30, 40, 50 arrests under their belts. Not like how AOC said that they're just stealing a loaf of bread. Now, Sheriff, the situation has gotten so bad that Dick's Sporting Goods stock, it fell 20% on Tuesday. This after the chain's CFO, Chief Financial Officer, said that organized crime had cut into its profits. And we're seeing this happening throughout the country with stores shutting down. Why do you think, though, these flash robberies are happening? And who do you think is actually behind them?
Well, lack of prevention, first of all, and then lack of prosecution. Look, shoplifting has become a lawful activity, lawfully sanctioned activity by government's inaction to do anything about it. These businesses cannot continue to operate, profit with this stuff when product walking out the door without being paid. What we're witnessing here is the death of brick and mortar stores, because most of these businesses, they're going to leave the city. Yeah, they can leave these areas, but pretty soon they're going to go to all online business, and then this traditional, retail activity is going to be gone. But I don't blame these business owners for closing up shop. They're doing everything that they can do to protect their product, and then you have these mayors and you have police chiefs telling them they have to do more. They can't do any more.
Mm-hmm. And Steve, these are not victimless crimes. That's what people don't understand.
Everyone is victimized, consumers, owners of these stores, et cetera. But I'll tell you, Lydia, these should be classified as domestic terrorism. Mm-hmm. These criminals are terrorizing communities, and you put it on a federal level, lock them up for a long time. Watch how fast things turn around.
Absolutely. Stiffen the penalties. Sheriff, no retailer is immune, even the Dollar Tree. Yes, the Dollar Tree says that theft has become such a problem that it's going to lock up items, and if that doesn't work, they're going to stop selling certain products altogether. Here in New York City, everything is locked up. If you want some ice cream, you have to get the manager. There was even this kind of infamous video. See, there is a video right there. Everything is locked up. And then there was also this video that a robber was using a blowtorch to get through the plastic to steal stuff, and nobody could do a thing.
They can't, and I don't mean to make light of it, but the fact is that this is a quality of life issue, not only for the business owners, but also the neighborhoods. Think of the jobs. People are afraid to go to work. Customers are afraid to go in. You look at this stuff. This looks like third world stuff, for heaven's sakes. Not an industrialized nation like the United States of America, but that's what we're turning into again because the government has lawfully sanctioned retail theft.
And Steve, we have a minute left. Can you believe just how much everything has changed in just 2 years? I mean, we've always had kind of radical leftists and the ideologies, but it seems like it's been allowed to metastasize like a cancer throughout this country because of Joe Biden.
Yes, I've been in law enforcement 38 years, and I've never seen anything like this. And yes, it's because of Joe Biden and the Democrats. So the people have to wake up. Get it together, get to the polls, replace Joe Biden and every Democrat across this country, and you'll see America come back very strong.
Absolutely. If we had a Republican governor here in New York, I can guarantee you that district attorney, because that's what he was running on, Lee Zeldin, he said he would have fired Alvin Bragg on day one. And I guarantee you that Fulton County DA, she wouldn't have done what she did had she any fear of any kind of reprisal. Thank you so much, Steve Rogers and Sheriff Clarke, for being with us this evening.
My pleasure. Thank you.